In the 1840s, Ireland was predominantly an agrarian society, with many people relying on the cultivation of potatoes as a staple crop. Potatoes had become an essential part of the Irish diet, primarily because they were easy to grow and provided substantial nutritional value. However, the dependence on a single crop made Ireland vulnerable to agricultural disasters. In September 1845, an ominous turn of events began to unfold. A mysterious blight started affecting the potato plants across the island. Within weeks, the extent of the damage became visible as potato fields turned black and rotted in the ground. The blight, Phytophthora infestans, a fungal disease, was responsible for this devastation, spreading rapidly due to the wet climate. By late 1845, half of the potato crop had been destroyed. The following year, the situation worsened as the blight continued its merciless attack, crippling the agricultural backbone of Ireland. Rural communities, already living in poverty, found themselves facing an impending food crisis. Famine tightened its grip as families desperately sought alternatives for survival. The lack of potatoes meant malnutrition became rampant. Diseases like typhus and cholera spread in tandem with hunger, further decimating the population. As reports of mass suffering emerged, concerns rose beyond Ireland's shores. The British government, under whose jurisdiction Ireland fell, faced criticism for its response to the growing crisis. Initial measures proved inadequate, with relief efforts delayed and insufficient against the scale of need. Public work projects and soup kitchens offered some respite, but failed to address the fundamental problem, securing an alternative food source. In rural hamlets, the stark choice between starvation and migration loomed large. Emigration to America became a beacon of hope for many. The journey, fraught with peril, was at least a chance to escape the relentless grip of hunger. Port towns steeped in the solemn reality of departing families, parents clutching their children, hopeful for a better life across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, landowners pressured by economic depression began evicting tenants who could no longer pay rent. Forced from their homes, these people represented the human toll, visible in countless photographs of the period, capturing gaunt faces lined with desperation. Churches played a pivotal role during the famine, offering solace and whatever support they could muster. Clergy often became intermediaries between the suffering populace and potential aid sources, striving to offer spiritual and physical comfort in an era of darkness. Many poets and writers of the time strove to capture the essence of the human spirit amidst despair. Their works, filled with poignant imagery and lamentation, provided a narrative scaffold that chronicled both loss and extraordinary resilience. These literary pieces became testimonies of endurance. By 1852, the famine subsided, largely due to better crop yields and improved relief efforts. However, the scars, emotional and physical, remain. Ireland's demographic changed forever, with a reduced population and a newfound diaspora scattered across the globe. The famine left an indelible mark on Irish collective memory. It played a significant role in shaping Irish identity and amplifying the push for independence, as the perception of British indifference crystallized resistance to foreign rule. In the aftermath, communities galvanized to reclaim their autonomy, planting the seeds of future revolutionary movements. The famine became more than a tragedy. It was a catalyst that eventually fostered national unity and identity. Through these years, the Irish learned to adapt with a slow diversification of their agriculture and economy. The memory of hunger drove innovation and a cautious approach to food security. Despite the loss, the legacy of the famine was a testament to the strength of the human spirit, a reminder that through unimaginable adversity, resilience and hope could flourish, fueling journeys of migration, survival, and eventual resurgence. The diaspora carried with them stories of the famine, imbuing cultures abroad with tales of endurance, sorrow, and ultimately triumph. As an illustration of human endurance against adversity, the Irish potato famine stands as a poignant chapter in understanding not only the perils of dependence, but the power of resilience. The tragedy serves as a somber reminder to a global audience of the importance of diversity, preparation, and mutual support in facing future